back-to-back losses here with the Winnipeg Jets on Saturday afternoon. I believe that was a 2 p.m. puck drop time, Central Time, and the Sunday loss against the Minnesota Wild, and that started at 1 p.m. today, Central Time. So I will recap those right now. Yep. So we're just gonna go back in time here a little. Looking back at Saturday afternoon um, versus the Winnipeg Jets, and we previewed it also just briefly a few days ago, right? For the Winnipeg matchup, but that is a team that has speed, skill on that top six, and even their bottom six was playing pretty nifty also. Lot of chances for the Jets. They were just a very skilled team yesterday, and weird thing is the Hawks get on the board first, right? They get on early also. But I'll just go over the stats really quick. So game stats against the Jets here: 28 shots for the Jets, 21 for the Hawks. 48% face off for the Hawks, 52% Jets. Power play, 0 for Hawks. Struggled yesterday. Power play for the Jets was 1 for 4, so 25%. Capitalized on one chance there. Penalty minutes, 8 for the Hawks, 4 for the Jets. Hits, 22 Hawks, 20 Jets. 16 block shots for the Hawks, 14 for the Jets. Giveaways pretty even, 8 Hawks and 9 Jets. Takeaways, 4 for the Hawks and 10 for the Jets. Obviously, speedy team, skilled team. I think they've been playing very well, and it's just a weird pair of games, right? Like where that effort isn't completely there. Even though yesterday, I think the effort was pretty quality, but we can't capitalize on our chances. And before I get into the goals really quick, that first line with Anthony Beauvillier making his debut for the Hawks, playing on that first line with Bedard and Kershev. I thought that was the best line for the Hawks yesterday. Had a good number of chances, lots of shots on net. Beauvillier, I mean, he lets it fly, right? Gets the puck on net, and that's what you need for players with, you're playing with Bedard and Kershev, creating chances, shooting the puck. Uh, Thought that line looked good, and I think we could see them together again pretty soon here, this week coming up. Um, and I believe the update on Beauvillier was one or two sources had quotes from, I think, Coach Luke that Beauvillier would be in Tuesday or Wednesday, hopefully Tuesday. Yeah, Steve. Yeah, man. Thanks for the thumbnail there. Yeah, using that AI stuff, man, it's pretty good stuff. Pretty creative app, but decent stuff. And right off of that thumbnail, or let's say the last few thumbnails, the team has played weird, right? They've looked dead on, let's say, offense at times and defense at times. And I think yesterday for the Hawks was the offense was dead. Um, Only 21 shots on goal. Obviously, not good enough. That's not enough shots on net. And tonight for the Wild game, the defense was just giving up chance after chance. And Jared Tenorti, Connor Murphy, they look completely lifeless, like the Undertaker. Just they're dead men, just dead out there. Not great. You need something from those guys, and I know that people are going over the defensive scheme in those areas when the puck is hemmed in the zone, and you have to get a stick in that passing lane, shooting lane, something. But you need the momentum going the other way. you cannot get trapped in the zone like that when Tenorti and Murphy and a few other guys, they're making a lot of mistakes, and we expect that with the young players, but not great. But I'll go over the scoring really quick for the Jets game. Connor Bedard, first goal for the game. Um, awesome shot. Kershev's uh, leading in on the right side of the boards. I think he was trying to get a shot on net, or it might have been a pass, but it bounced off someone's skate. Angles perfectly over to Bedard flying down the left boards. Um, and he just whacks that in. Nice slapper. No hesitation, right? It was just a accidental one timer, right? But right past Connor Hellebuck and that's what you want to see. Connor Bedard scoring goals, passing the puck, moving the puck, and that was I think 11th goal now. Yep, 11th goal this season. Love the points because you want to silence the haters, right? Because there's going to be a lot of haters during the season, and for Connor to be executing his points, right, scoring, assists that are more rare to come by for Connor are the assists because of the lack of offense. But hopefully, like I said, Beauvillier could slide in. Think that would be great. Second goal of the game, 10 minutes into that first period, Mark Scheifele, just a one-timer, pretty close into the slot there, near the hash marks, and he's a righty, so interesting shot, tucks in pass, Soderblom. So that was a power play goal for Mark Scheifele. Great player, nifty player, pretty speedy. Just good all around player. Second period, Barron buries one 6 minutes in with a wrist shot, makes it 2-1. Jets. Third period, 10 minutes in, deflection goal by Cole Perfetti. So one of the Jets' young guys. It, it seems like he's been around forever, but I guess not too long. But tipped in shot. That was about 10 minutes in and makes the game 3-1. And when you're scoring one goal a game, you're not gonna win many games, or rather, you're not gonna win any games, right? Just looking towards today, Sunday, when you score one goal, you're not gonna win a game. Uh, and when you're giving that many chances up, in your own D zone, um, not covering the cross crease, the 1T. I mean, people are going over it, right? Jay Mario, Greg from CHAO, and a few others online, just pretty much all season so far, right? How do you not know that 1T's on its way, right? The cross crease shot, and it's going to be a one timer because he's not going to hold it. He's just going to let it fly, and everyone knows that that's how you score the easy goals. Whether it's like kids hockey, pee wee, or high school hockey. I mean, it's one of the most effective goals. The strategies out there, right, is just cross creasing. And even in like video games, Hut, right, NHL, whatever, 24. But it's the most effective goal. More times than not, it's going in because it's just where you're getting the goalie moving from side to side, and you know you're not going to make a lot of those saves. So that's when the defenseman really needs to step up. But the D core is definitely struggling right now, just defending the net, protecting the net. Not great, but looking at Sunday against the Wild, Hawks lost 4-1. Right, Marc-Andre Fleury near shutout. Obviously, not rooting for a shutout, but that's just surprising that he's playing that well. And I think he has struggled a bit here for the Wild to start the season, but 96% save percentage today on the Hawks. And you're looking at quality scoring chances for the Hawks, right? Uh, we did have some good chances, but you have to bury the puck. You have to execute on those chances because we're not getting a lot of them, right? But decent shots on net today, but just looking for that quality um, and the effort. You always have to look at effort, right? Because this is not a highly skilled team right now, right? But when you're looking at the effort, the hustle, thought it wasn't great today against the Wild, and I know it's a back to back, but you need to play 100%, 110%, every game because that's how you stay in games. When it's not your special teams, like the power play converting or the PK converting, you have to outplay them. You have to out hustle them, like we saw most of last season. And we haven't seen a lot of it this year. And obviously, need to be competitive because we're not out skilling anyone, right? Um, yeah, so not great effort. But shots on goal, 34 for the Wild, 29 for the Hawks. Decent number, but you have to get quality shots on net. You can't just be, dumping it in at the goalie because those are just possessions that you're throwing away. And those 29 shots, to score one goal near the end too. Just not great. Power play percentage, 33.3% for the Hawks. Got one. 66.7 percent power play for the Wild. So 2 out of 3. Faceoff percentage 53.7 for the Hawks. Decent number, and I think we've seen us roam around that number now, 50 to like 53. I think we're around there. We were a little lower yesterday, but uh, I think we're at a consistent number, and it's not a good number, but um, that's the best that we can do with our personnel, right? 46.3% faceoffs for the Wild. Uh, Penalty minutes 6 and 6. Hits 22 Hawks, 19 Wild. Block shots 18. So that's interesting to see with the block shots, and of course the Wild had 34 shots on net, and our 18 block shots, but I think you do see that increase from more veteran D-men. Tenori back in the lineup. Zaitsev out, but Louis Crevier makes his NHL debut today. Nothing crazy from him on offense. He had a few shot attempts, right? Just trying to get in on net, and that's good to see. But a 6'8" defenseman, about 220, 225 pounds. And he was paired up with Alex Vlasic, 6'6". So two, you know, giant players on D. Uh, you would think that we would have more of a lockdown game, but Coach Luke put us in the blender a bit for the lines on offense and the pairings on defense. Switched it up a bit this game, but 18 block shots, that's a good number. But we send Isaac Phillips down, we send Kaiser down to the Ice Hawks, right? So we'll see what happens there. Like I said before, I would have liked to see Isaac Phillips stick with the Hawks here for this stint. Didn't think he needed to be sent down, but it's interesting with the Zaitsev thing. We'll see what happens with him this year. Maybe we end up moving on from him, and Phillips could play more now. So we'll see. But 9 block shots for the Wild, 4 giveaways for the Hawks, 11 giveaways for the Wild, 5 takeaways for the Hawks, 8 giveaways for the Wild. Just a game where we are mostly hemmed in our D zone, right? Best Hawk, uh, I think by far was Connor Bedard, right? Again and again, when he has the puck on his stick, he is he's playing with everything he's got right now. He's just trying to drag this team to something, to just a simple goal. He did not score today, but uh, extending his road point streak with a secondary assist on that power play, dips it back down to Tyler Johnson, and then TJ gets it on net, and it um, deflects off of Taylor Radish, and that's in the back of the net. So they make the game 4-1, but there's only 6-7 minutes left in the game at that point, and it's pretty much over. But just to see him get points on the board, right? I think that's what you need right now. Obviously, not winning, um, not winning a lot right now, and the team's not playing with that full effort. But if Connor's getting points on the board, then I think we could all sleep easily. Seeing him get points, assists, goals, anything. That's great for the rookie race, and that's what you want to see this first rookie year. Korchinski flashing, right, and Bedard making plays, right, scoring and passing the puck. But scoring, Marco Rossi gets on the board here about 2 minutes in, tip and goal, makes it 1-0 about 2 minutes in. Younger player, right, pretty skilled, and he's played pretty well here for the Wild to start the year. Second goal of the game, about 12 minutes into that first period, makes the game 2-0. Marco Rossi, again, with his second goal of the game. Hate seeing those multi-point or multi-goal games, for players against us. Just doesn't feel good. But Rishad, power play goal. They were converting all night on the power play. Matt Zuccarello scores was a little slapper, one-timer that cross crease again, couldn't defend it. Zuccarello, 17 minutes in, makes it 3-0. Second period, Matt Boldy, also young player, power play goal, tipping about 11 minutes into that second period, makes the game 4-zip. And then third period, that was the Bedard secondary assist, but just bounces off. Power play goal about 13 minutes into that third period, and then it's game over from there. But the effort overall just needs to be better. The shots on net in numbers has been okay, right? A few games where it's too low here, but someone's got to score goals. You can't just throw it on net from 50 feet away and expect it to go in. People have to start making plays like we've been talking about, and everyone talks about. You have to make plays. You have to score goals because that's how you win in this league. And you're not going to win any game scoring one goal a game. That's not going to work. But Hawks are back on Tuesday night. Let's see here. We are playing the Nashville Predators on Tuesday night. I'm going to see what time that is. Let's see here. And I believe that's, let's see. I believe it is a 7 p.m. puck drop time, Central. So that's at least not, crazy game. Think that's a good game or not a good game, but a good time, for puck drop. Let's see here, Tuesday. Right here, it is 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So that is, let's see what time that is, Central, and that's 7:30 ESPN Plus, 7:30 p.m. Tuesday, December 5th, against the Predators. And we will probably be back tomorrow, Monday. Joe and I will preview the Predators matchup for Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. And I believe we did play them, about a week ago. And we will match up again. Hopefully we can have a better effort and get something to go here. Score some goals, right? Let's make this fun. So we'll be back probably tomorrow, Monday, and then Hawks game on Tuesday. So we will see you next time tomorrow, possibly. Thank you. Let's go Hawks.